It's the Mississippi Municipal League, and our purpose is to represent all the cities and towns throughout the state to give one common voice to our interests and needs.
This is the annual conference we have. It's with the Mississippi Municipal League that, quite honestly, is one of the best services that we elected officials have. We go to a lot of conferences through the year with the league to learn things that are so vital to mayors, because there's so many laws and statutes that we deal with each and every day. Mississippi Municipal League also, it provides a representation that maybe some smaller communities wouldn't have if it wasn't for the league. But the league's pretty special, and I've been a mayor starting my second term, and I've learned a lot, and I've gone through the basic certified municipal official to the advanced, and I'm working on my professional right now. So it's great service, and we're very fortunate to have it. It's led by a great lady, Sherry Visay. She's executive director and does a wonderful job, and we're very appreciative of the league.
What are some of the types of things that people learn here?
This was on how to make a presentation, and how a lot of people feel very uncomfortable when they get up in front of an audience and speak. And the lady from the state did a wonderful job and showed us and pointed out some good techniques of effective speaking.
There's an enormous amount of things that a public official has to know. The mayors and board of aldermen, you'd be amazed at the detail that they have to master in order to be a good public official. And it is surprising how much that municipal officials and cities have to do. They have, if there were a list of the things that they took care of, it would be a long list. It covers quality of life in our communities.
We have these midwinter conference where we are learning from Main Street to the economics of our city, to talk about infrastructure and anything that our small cities face. And also we learn where to go to get grants and get help whenever needed for our cities.
Why are events like this important?
They're very important because we get a chance to meet people, have relationships, which in turn cause partnerships. And we meet lawyers, we meet people who represent other cities. And by being a mayor, I'm able to talk with other fellow mayors, and I'm able to learn from each other. And then if they're getting some help somewhere, and if we can network and exchange ideas, and we both help our cities and our citizens.
Most of us do this on a part-time basis. So we need to be taught just like anybody else. So these events teach us practical working things that make us better representatives of the people in the municipalities we work in.
We just spent 4 hours in economic development. It was all about branding for your city and developing, slogans and this kind of thing. And interestingly enough for us, we just did an RFQ for branding. So it was very timely for what we found out today.
What is the most important thing that you learned
Today? Yes. Again, it was the process of branding and some of the things that we need to make sure are included in the final product. There were some things that I had never thought about, so it's very helpful because now when we go back, I know the right questions to ask.
Basically, I think the most important thing I've learned is thinking outside of the box a little bit, looking at those things that enhance the area the most, and there are about 8 areas. Some of those areas would be healthcare, automotive industry, various things, and look at how they can fit into our area maybe to enhance and bring employment and enhance the quality of life for the citizens of my community.
And why are events like this so important?
Because they teach you how to help people of your area and across the state, even how to partner with other communities for the most beneficial effect. And it's just when you're talking about people helping people or anybody wanting to help people, these events are so wonderful.
We were enjoying the courses here, learning a lot. We just got out of one about economic development, and that's something really important to us in Moss Point. And all along the coast, celebrating, I guess you'd say celebrating, 10 years after Katrina, we're still interested in the rebirth of the coast, and that's one of my big things is economic development in my hometown.
What are some of the things that you learned that you can bring back to your city to make it better?
Well, we learned about a lot of the programs that MDA offers, obviously, and the Mississippi Works and things like that. People we can contact that can come into our town and help us, show us where our strengths and weaknesses are, programs that are available to us. So we're looking forward to taking advantage of that stuff.
And why are events like this so important?
Well, I think it's really important to keep everybody abreast of changes in the laws, opportunities that are out there, whether it be economic development or education, a lot of things that are just available to people, so they know what we can take advantage of, what's there for us.
Having conversation with other leaders, learning how they're dealing with certain issues that they have in their city. And we all have the same problems. We have lack of resources, money, and we have failing infrastructure, which streets, roads, water, sewer, those kind of things. And we deal with it as best we can.
But I was in other class, it was called finance, and that's big with me right now because I just got elected. I'm the youngest city official in my city. I'm 23 years old, and talked about the different bonds that we can issue out and get things done within our city and community. So in that class, I learned about different ways to finance and get things done within my city.
And why do you think that networking events like this are important for city officials?
Networking, wow. I grew up learning about it's not always what you know, it's who you know. And that message and that cliche is so powerful that you can know as much as you want to, but if you know about yourself, it goes nowhere. But if you're able to network and make different decisions with other people and in partnership and compromise with different people, you're able to get more stuff done quickly and more effectively.
Anytime you have some type of a little more education here and there, and these events come up and you think you really don't know anything and you've got something or someone else or a contact that you could even go to and call them back and see if they could help us resolve the issue.
What are some of the things that you've learned or hope to learn at this conference?
Well, today the lady has spoken about doing speeches and capturing the crowd and to try to memorize and try to read properly and to continue to go over and over your information before you go there. And then the other session that I sat in was just preparing us really even at our age for life, what you're going to deal with, how you should handle the situations and be fair to each and every one that you come upon. Everybody's got problems and everybody's got some good things going on, and you can share both of them, and hopefully you'll have answers for the ones that's got problems, and you can figure out how you can have something that's got the positive thing going on.
Today, this last session that we were just in was in preparing us not only with speaking, but also interacting with our employees, interacting with our co-aldermen and mayors and our other officials. So this last meeting was very helpful as far as good guidance for us. Our earlier session that I attended also was to help us not only with public speaking, but also mentoring us kind of in our direction with our jobs inside our towns.
And why are events like this so important? What do the public officials gain?
As far as public officials, it lets us see the problems and the results of works in other communities as well as in our own communities. We all will have similar problems. We all will have an idea of maybe how to repair or fix those problems. But some of our other cohorts also probably have stumbled on those before and have a result much quicker than we can by working ourselves.
If people have questions like more information, what should they do?
They should go to mmlonline.com.